I mean, I'm just going to look at this like the 9/11 Commission or the Warren Commission. Honestly, I think the three of us are just going to ask questions. I'm not even kidding. So, like, obviously, who's better? Who better? Because two of the great show fuck-ups in history, obviously, Justin, 29,000. Of course. Colin Plymouth. So these guys are, just so people are knowing, if you're watching, if you're new to the show, and some are, Happy New Year. These guys come from experience. Nobody has been, with the exception of Steve, I suppose, has been in the weeds more in situations like this and probably have a better understanding on what these guys are going through, I would think, right? Mm-hmm. So there's probably some sympathy, I suspect.
Definitely.
There's none, to be clear, there's none for me. Just okay. There's none. Like, I texted Jeff D'Lo walking the stairs, and I was like, I actually want to fire these guys today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I texted him. I was like, I want to fire these assholes. I said, these guys have to learn how to swim on their own. And it was, I thought it was going to be a disaster. I undersold it. Like, it was like, I thought it was going to be like a little kid's plane breaking. Like, this was 9/11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this was just the worst. Like, when the clips I heard, I couldn't listen to it. I can't listen to my own voice. But the parts I heard, again, as Dave said, we'll get there later, were so bad. Were so cringe-inducing. And I'm like, these guys don't know anything. Why wasn't, like, all I heard you, every time I said to you, what are you doing? Like, I'm working on best of. This, Papa Gino's, I've said this best of. I'm doing this, I'm working on this. Hey, this week when I'm gone, you're not going to believe the crazy stuff I have on Twitter going on. All this stuff, and then nothing. You had nothing ready for best of. Nothing.
So I had in the upload, I had all the clips set off in two different ways. I had each segment.
When is this? Walk me through this date-wise.
So this would be the day after Christmas. I started uploading everything.
The 26th.
The 26th. Okay. All my clips were getting uploaded up to this Dropbox I created for Coleman and I to see everything. And I set it up by month because we had talked about previously going in. We're going to break this out month by month leading up to the producer search, just because it was like an easy way to schedule it for us.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then my assumption was that Coleman was going to put all the other parts of it together. I was just collecting.
There you go, Dave.
And I was going to have Coleman put.
So what's your theory?
Well, first of all, Coleman is the A producer of the program, right? So he's kind of the quality control producer.
Yes. The fault is mostly with Coleman.
I would assume so.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened? Where is the communication breakdown? What the fuck happened? Like, why was this such a disaster? I
brought this up the last time I was in. Like, I don't understand their dynamic whatsoever. The two of them, like, working together.
How happy he is, Justin.
No. This is. I brought it up, and you poo-pooed it basically. But like, he'll play a clip, and it sounds like Coleman doesn't know, or if he doesn't, then you get mad at the clip he plays, and Coleman doesn't get any blame. Why doesn't Coleman know what's happening? Like, what he's about to do?
I agree with you.
It is strange when you come in here. Like, Coleman sits in this room, and they both like get their own sound, and then like 10 minutes before the show, they're like, "So what do you have?"
Why?
Oh, is that true? You guys had different rooms?
No, I just sit in there.
Yeah, okay.
I sit in there just to. There's a lot going on when he's in here and he's running around and stuff. So I like to just sit there, get all my last minute stuff together, and just have my.
I'm
stuff.
okay with that.
Yeah.
No, you're not okay with that?
But he should still know what Gus is bringing to the table every day, and he should know what sound, what stories.
Most of the time, I do, because he texts me throughout the day before saying like, this is this audio, like maybe we should bring this up. Like, we communicate.
Okay, we started a few minutes late, right? We're about 15, 16 minutes into the show. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know nothing more than I knew before I walked in. Right. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, why was this such a fucking disaster? A, you guys both agree it was a disaster.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So then why, Gus, you can go first. Dave, did you ask a question yet?
I think I can't remember my question.
Okay, good.
Sorry, go on.
On top of it. Why was it such a disaster? Gus, just tell me why it was such a disaster. Blame Coleman, blame yourself, blame me, blame somebody. Tell me something that I didn't know 20 minutes ago.
Poor planning from myself and Coleman leading up to the release is why everything fell apart.
Okay.
There was not a lot of communication, I think, between myself and Coleman back and forth, like this date, specific setting up timelines, and it just kind of hit a point where like Coleman and I thought we knew what we were like. I thought I knew what Coleman wanted. Coleman thought he knew what I wanted, but we didn't know what each other wanted. If that makes sense.
I don't know. Does it make sense to you?
What each other wanted.
Yeah, I don't
fucking best of show.
I don't understand.
Another thing that was confusing is too that there were clips that were social clips that were best of that didn't make the best of.
Right.
Yeah, those weren't supposed to be from the actual best of. Those were just like
the 18-part thing you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were just the highest performing clips from Instagram. Like, as I was looking through, like, what
that would have
performed
infuriated me if I were you. Seeing those clips that were already out there. They weren't new edits. They were. I
didn't realize that until I think Ziggy Robinson got that or something.
I wonder if I told him that. Yeah.
Did you tell him?
I don't know. Who's to say?
Well, hey, look, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure. Like, I don't know what happened. I think it's.
When did you? So Gus, you came in here,
Yes.
and you were kind of giddy. You were like, "I have 77 clips." You've mentioned this before.
77 episodes.
70
right episodes?
episode. What?
So what I did
77
was,
clips for the best of.
Okay, this is gonna annoy. Go ahead.
Yeah, you had 77
What are you
segments.
laughing at?
no, it's a nervous laughter.
You had 77 segments that you seemed like giddy about. You were proud that you had that many.
Yes.
Were they segmented at the time we discussed it on the show, which I was here, I think, like 1 or 2 days before the break? Did you already have those
Which is
77?
essentially
I
the
had
day. I
them
think it's the day
clipped.
after the Puppuccino
Right.
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
I had those clips. I didn't have all the clips. I had clips through then for what was it? That first upload was May, April. Like I had up.
What are you
April.
talking? What do you see? Do you know what he's talking about or no?
I had so
Do you know what he's talking about?
I had
You did you had clips from
pulled
up to
from
January to April
pulled. Yes.
before you sat down and you introduced them.
Correct.
I don't think so.
You don't believe he's lying to you.
I think if you listen to those,
He's a liar. I mean,
I think if you listen to those intros, he talks about things that was like, oh, this was a big. We're going to get into the big A, and the big A is not.
Right. How is that
So I just-
possible?
well, there's a
Wednesday-
disconnect here. Someone's covering up for somebody.
Right.
Dave could be right. I actually don't know. Or Justin could.
If I'm not right, like Gus, to me, like,
you should be fired, right? Just say it.
no, like
You're-
I
you're just
like
saying it,
Gus.
guy.
I think Gus.
Forget that. Like,
It depends. Like if he's lying in this situation,
he should be fired.
probably.
Of course he should if he's
But
lying.
like
in
he
this
knows
situation.
this shit. He knows Minifans when they want a best of. I thought he was
Doesn't-
one.
to me,
He's so thankful to be
to
one.
me, that's
now.
irrelevant. Like, this is basic.
No, but he
common
knows the information.
I know, but this is basic. I don't care if it's this podcast or podcast with 8 listeners. Like, you have an assignment. Do I care about best of on its own? Not really. But you have an assignment. You have a job to do. To me, you shouldn't go anywhere until it's done. It should be done and sent out there. Neither one of these guys were close to having it done, and I still don't know why it happened. I hear about upload length. I don't know why. And why was it 15 hours? Gus is about to completely contradict what you just said.
No. I was just gonna say, like, I could have always put it up. I could have given it sooner. It should have been.
Why
sooner.
wasn't it done like in the Chicago week? What did you do the Chicago week? When I asked you what you do in the Chicago week, you said, we can go back and play. You
Yes,
said,
I
I'm
was
working on best of.
I was listening to the old episodes and pulling some of those cuts. So some of those cuts you heard from Chicago were that.
I didn't hear them, but they're full segments, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's very easy. I mean, you're just downloading it. I mean, I feel like Harry could do that.
It's not. I was going back and actually listening on 2-speed to all the old episodes that I marked.
Oh, that is such a monstrous waste of time.
But
Why would?
because I was paranoid I was gonna miss something from everything.
Why wouldn't you just go look at like the videos you guys tweet on a
You're
daily
also
basis
gonna
of the
miss.
show?
You're also gonna miss stuff. Like it doesn't actually have to be the like. It's pretty subjective. It's not.
People will tweet, oh, you missed this, oh, you missed that.
That's
It
always
doesn't-
going to happen. Like people are always going to
Have their own
the
favorites.
best stuff gets dumped on it every year.
Yeah.
like it's a tradition every year. So like that's fine. That's not the issue. I don't care if it's. I prefer it to be of good quality and people dump on it because people are going to complain no matter what. But for it to be 15 hours and late and have no sense and be complete dog shit is just unacceptable completely.
So I was expecting.
What did Gus do wrong?
From what I had expected from him, I, like we had been saying, thought that he was clipping up everything all along, and like he had been saying during the show and everything else, like he had all this stuff and he was working on it. I thought I would be able to get it when I asked Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever that may have been, get all of it and be able to piece it together with.
So why couldn't
my
you do that
portion.
then, Gus? Why weren't you able to do that on Tuesday or Wednesday?
He did get it on Wednesday.
So you got it on Wednesday then?
Yeah.
But not
That's the 27th.
Yeah.
Okay, this is crazy.
I mean,
Am
there
I
was-
crazy? That's how late? Is that late? Am I wrong? Dude?
That is late.
But even until Thursday,
The 28th.
the 28th, I was still, I think it was 2 months of it weren't fully in that Dropbox. Like
Why
I
is
didn't-
that, Gus?
I don't know. I was uploading I had them up.
What do you mean you don't know?
So what I did was when I went to bed that Wednesday night,
That's the 27th.
the night of the 27th, things were still uploading throughout the day. So even when I went
Why
to,
weren't these up like? Why wasn't
This
this?
is crazy.
Why was this
fucking
done? Why was
talk.
this done
Also,
like
if
2 weeks
it's-
before that?
An MP3 didn't
Yeah, I was
upload
gonna
in
say,
time.
that does
Come
not
on.
take 50. It sounds like a lot. 15 hours of MP3
That's
at
fucking
most.
nuts.
Because
takes
I
2,
can
3
tell
hours.
you,
That feels like me trying to download like a Springsteen song in like 2000 on
LimeWire?
I was
or like trying to find a
I wasn't
porn
using
thing
my
on.
Mac. I was using my Surface, which has much more lower processing than that.
Why don't you come in here and do it?
Why didn't I come up here?
Yes.
That would have been the smarter move.
I mean, what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Why did you do that? Why don't you go to someone else's computer? Anybody like what? It's fucking 2023 at the time.
Well, that's what I did. I had to get a new charger because I left my charger here for this. So I got
New
my new
charger? What the fuck are we fucking talking about?
I brought my.
What does a fucking charger have to do with anything? Why didn't you shut up? Why didn't you come here and fucking do it?
Because I didn't think about coming here when I was.
It never crossed your mind?
Because I was in such a panic. I was in panic mode.
You were in a panic about the show, but the studio never crossed your mind.
Yes.
So what does a charger have to do with anything?
Because I was originally working on my Mac. The Mac, I left my charger here. So I was like, screw it. I can go run out and grab a new one. So So
you left your charger at the studio.
I left my charger at the studio.
So, but the studio never crossed your mind.
I was like, oh shit, I left it there.
Why didn't you just?
It's not even just the studio. It's literally just like any reliable internet connection.
But
Justin and I have both like been freaking out about the podcast episode not getting out because internet was down here. We've gone to Starbucks before. We've gone to this. We've gone like.
I've been in the car with Steve in Walhalla. We
Right.
put an episode in this car. We found a place where there's water. Like I'm not saying I don't know anything about this stuff, but I know that's bullshit, right?
When did you get When did you get the charger?
I got it the morning of Thursday morning, and that's where I was able to get those last 2 months.
That's the 28th.
So
the morning of Thursday, yeah.
I will also say,
So now,
you went on one charge. It's just
No,
So
because
Dave, would you say you're starting to change now a little bit? Then
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, okay. All right.
it wasn't. It also, to Gus's credit, it wasn't MP3 files. It was MP4, so those do take longer, and I can understand why it would take a very long time to get those to a Dropbox. I had just assumed
like AOL or something. What the? 2023.
They do take a while.
What it was is
I don't want to go there, but
again,
why are you using MP4 files?
I know.
Sorry.
Please don't do that. Go ahead. I understand. Because
So at my house, I have this Mac that I use for most of my stuff because it's the fastest, uploads everything. That's what I try to use. I then have my Surface. It's a small little thing, smaller processing. So when the Mac died, I switched over to the Surface and started pumping everything I could from that, which takes longer than it does on the Mac.
charge the Mac.
Well, that's what I had to do is wait to get the charger, and the charger came in, charged the Mac, and that's where everything got up quicker as I was with rushing things. So
This is because of a fucking.
So right now,
I don't get this. Well, I don't get this. So the 27th. So the night of the 27th, you don't have a charger,
yes,
right? What time is that when you realize, oh shit, I don't have a charger?
that was like 11 o'clock.
I mean, I don't know.
That's what.
and the 27th was when you believed that Coleman was expecting your content.
In the morning of, so it was my.
So wait a minute. So all day the 27th, you didn't give it to him, and then the
No,
charger.
I did. I was giving him I was giving him different parts of it was uploading at each time. So like the January
true,
one hit,
Coleman?
the February one
yes,
hit, the
but
March,
that was the
April,
thing.
the May.
I was expecting all of these parts so that I could just put it all together and add my part to it at the end. Instead, I was still waiting for some of these assets to come in, but that's on me as well. Like I should have asked Gus for this way in advance, had these ready to go way in advance so that I could just do that. So that's really not his fault at the end of the day. That's on me. But I fully thought I was going to get those, be able to piece it together. When I did get those and saw how long they were, I wasn't expecting that length. I then had to re-edit a ton of mine just to make it not nearly as long, and it still wound up as 15 hours, which is insanity.
Why do you have that face, Justin?
Why? So Gus sends over 10 hours, but your part was still like 6 hours. So
Yes.
How much?
How long was it going to be?
cut out?
Well, that was another misconception on my part. I thought that these were supposed to be long and that like I was probably overly focused on trying to get every little.
Did you ever go back and look at
thing.
the length of the other ones?
No, I should have, and I just didn't. I knew that Steve had done a really long one before, and so I guess I just had that
How long
in my
was that?
mind.
The first one was about 6 hours. The 2021, I believe I did. I think it was 2.5 hours. 2021 was I think, and then the other two were like 4.
See, I
is
thought I
probably
heard
the-
somewhere along there that there was like a 20-hour one.
Well,
So,
you probably could have checked that.
yes,
That doesn't seem
agreed.
complicated to me. So
Yeah.
that's a fuck up. So
Completely.
I don't. All right, well, it's 15 hours. It's also just like the minute it's 15 hours, you know they put no work into it.
Right.
Yes.
That's exactly. There's no editing. There's no thought. There's nothing that got cut out. Like as good as this podcast is, the best podcast in the world. The best of should not be 15 hours. The best of any podcast should be at most 2.5, 3 hours. At the most. 15 hours is insane. I mean, and it was terrible.
The other thing was to me, it wasn't delaying because in my head, I had 29th, 30th as that date that we would be getting it out. I came to realize over the course of the week, that's a dumb idea, and we should be putting it out early in the week so people can listen during the week. I just never put that together in my head, and that was my major fuck up there, was not having an earlier set date and not checking in with Gus periodically throughout this entire stretch so that we could have those assets ready to go.
I'm open-minded to this at the very least.
So what I think happened was,
This all started after Christmas.
no, I think it starts Chicago. You're in Chicago.
I'm in Chicago.
There's really not much for them to do. Jeff is producing. They say, "What have you been doing?" They know the best of is coming up. Gus says he started the best of. I think he might have started listening to 1 or 2 episodes.
Correct.
Which I don't think, or listening to the episodes.
I agree with you 1,000% so far.
Just to get an idea of it.
Right. Fine.
You
That-
say,
which is fine.
You say, oh, like what's a segment? And he brings up literally like one of the first segments of the year. Shane shitting his pants out.
Well, if you remember, I don't think you were at. Oh, you weren't at Puppuccinos. I'm sorry.
I wasn't. And
so I kept saying once. I'm sorry, Justin. So he had his 77 shows, right? And he kept saying these segments. And I think we talked about this on the air the next day.
You did.
And I said to him, "What didn't make the cut?" And he couldn't give me a single example. And again, that was a moment where I was like, "Oh my God, they have nothing
haven't
right
started.
now." So that was on the 20th. They had, to that point, Gus, you had nothing up, right? You had at the 20th, you had nothing done. The Puppuccinos.
I had clips pulled, but nothing uploaded.
And nothing was done.
No.
Right. Okay. That was December 20th.
But pulling clips is things are done. That's a major part of it.
A perfect world, but this is
But the clip.
But no editing within those clips.
No.
But he didn't edit anything within those.
So
clips.
nothing was nothing was edited, right?
That was never a
Gus
thought
didn't
process.
have a single thing in those clips, correct?
No, some of them were. There was definitely some of them I pulled some
Like what?
parts out.
what is editing like?
No.
Shortening parts and not like they're
Like what?
which one was it?
Which one wasn't okay?
No, it's
You said which I
You
didn't
need
say.
to pull up notes and you don't know which one.
But when you
that's
said
not-
that, you said, "What's the 78th clip?" He couldn't, and then he said the Big A, and that's why he said in the intro, he said, "I know we said we're not going to talk about the Big A,
we're
but it's
gonna talk
actually
about
going to be in it." And then it ends up not being in it, which gives me like,
Which leads to me like
right,
I think you're saying, I think you're suggesting. I just think they were just like lazy and dumb. Like I don't even think it was like sinister. Like it wasn't like
Correct.
this master. I think they were just like it was such a fucking mess. They just farted it out there. You're agreeing with me on that?
yes,
Okay. You agree with that, Dave?
So when
Why wouldn't that be in there, Gus or Coleman? It's your thing. Like,
So
why
when-
isn't that in there?
when we were doing that segmentation, I was kind of asking Gus to lead me through his portion of things. So when he would bring up things, and you can kind of hear back in some of that, I'm like, what else is going on during this time?
And-
that's where I thought,
Like, why wasn't the Big A clip in there if Gus said it's in there, for example?
that was something I thought would maybe be in there because we brought it up in
Well, you're the producer.
going back and forth. Yeah, and that's on me, but because I was getting these things late and I couldn't fully go back and listen through this
So he was
entire
giving it
thing.
to you.
Well, that's quality content control, which he didn't do, and he admits. Gus, why didn't you send that clip?
because
Yeah, why wasn't it in there? You said it was going to be in there, right?
yes.
And it's not in there. It's not in the best of. You said it's going to be in it.
And
First you said it wasn't going to be in it, and then you said it was, and then it wasn't. How is that possible?
Also,
1 second, Coleman.
yeah.
It was just a fuck up by me.
Well, I know that, but
Why would you say it?
I don't want apologies. I don't want
No,
fuck ups.
no,
I don't want like why
no,
didn't it? Why didn't it? I'm sick of this like these sad faces and
No,
like oh I'm
because
sorry.
I forgot.
Like
I-
why
I-
did things
I-
get fucked? Shut the fuck up. Like why did it get fucked up? Why isn't it in there? Other than you, we know it's a fuck up. Of course it's a fuck up. What happened?
I was going through the months and I thought I had pulled that clip and I didn't. And I
So
just
you didn't go back and listen to it.
not the whole thing. No.
Though
I just think
don't know.
communication just needs to be better. I mean, obviously this wouldn't have happened if the guy. And I don't know. There's something that's off between those guys. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Gus, any final statements from you? Coleman just gave his. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
No, I'm taking this very seriously. Like this is what I want to do. I want to stay here. I want to be part of the show, and I think there is opportunities. Definitely, the communication side of things can definitely get a lot better between the both of us. So one of the things, like we were even talking about it, like texting back and forth over the weekend, like leading up into this, of like things we.
Do you think
can do to
everybody? Hold on.
change.
Do you think everybody listening to the show is waiting for this terrible idea he's going to have or no? Is that why people like this show? Because he's going to say something terrible
I
here.
assume so. Yes.
Is that the beauty of the show, Justin?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Well,
Gus.
it's not like just a general idea, but like having like actual sending back and forth correspondences throughout the day, just
You guys don't do that?
like not frequently, like
You guys don't communicate during the day?
like we do, but
We do. I just think it needs to be with more intention as opposed to me just being like,
What do you guys ask each other what you're doing? Like, what intention is there? What are you talking about?
Like I'm saying, like a more direct instruction, I think, needs to be from my end.
So what's a normal correspondence then?
I don't know. It's like, hey, did you see this topic? Hey, like,
Yeah.
what about this?
like
it's-
if I'm going through something and I bookmark something, I'm like, hey, did you catch this thing? Did you see that? Send them a link. Send
That
them.
seems fine to me. No, I don't, how much more direct should it be than that?
Yeah, I don't.
But that's
I'm not
what
sure
I'm-
that's the problem.
But that's what I'm saying. If there's a problem with Gus not getting enough direction, then maybe I need to be more intentional with it and be specifically laying out exactly what I need at any given moment during the course of the day. And I think that's where it's at now because of all this.
Okay. Gus, anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway. So, yeah. All right. So for the rest of this week, that's what, 3 more shows this week? Right? We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday scheduled? Wednesday. Mike's here Friday. Mutt's here Thursday. I contacted Mick earlier. He's here tomorrow. He'll produce. So these guys are gone for the rest of the week. I don't want to see them. So they're suspended for the rest of the week. But this is what happens when producers fuck up. Like if there's no, we have 3 shows this week, that's their fault. So let them know about it. Boys, thank you. We will talk to you tomorrow morning with Mick. And who knows? I'll be honest with you. People aren't going to like hearing this. I trust Coleman. Like I trust him. I'm not saying he won't fuck something up, but I believe him when he tells me something.
Okay.
Like I believe that he's contrite and he
looked more distraught.
He wouldn't make the same. Yeah, I mean, I think that was performative to some extent.
Okay.
But I don't think he'll make the same mistake again. Like he's a good guy. He's a good kid. He works hard. I don't trust Gus at all.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the biggest takeaway still 22 hours later, whatever, was I can't get past it when Gus said he didn't listen to the entire clips before he put it up. That's like after the Menners, Jeff Lowe thing, I can't believe that. So walk me through what we uncovered last night, the 12-hour. Explain it to me because as you could tell, I was still confused.
Yeah, so yesterday Gus tweets out, because people were calling bullshit on the charger.
Mm-hmm.
So he tweets out that the charger he bought was actually $20 and not $10, like he said.
All right, first of all, Justin, I'm sorry to interrupt. First of all, when you're suspended, you shouldn't be tweeting at all. Like that was a pretty clear thing. Don't do anything until Monday. Coleman understood that. Gus should have. He violated that. But go ahead, Justin. Continue.
And then people really wanted to see the receipt. So someone reached out and was like, "Can you send me the receipt?" Because Amazon will literally tell you like it was delivered on 10 a.m., 9 a.m., whenever it was delivered. And he kept saying yesterday that it was delivered in the morning of the 27th, I believe.
Right.
So he ended up sending a receipt over that showed that an iPhone charger was delivered that night. And he ended up saying, "Oh, turns out I actually got the laptop charger sent to me at night, and I ended up uploading through the night, so it wasn't in the morning at all," which doesn't make sense because that was the story yesterday.
Right. Right.
But then the problem was that the picture was of an iPhone charger, not of a laptop charger. He ended up sending that it was the
right. No, that part, that part was he turned out to be right, but he was essentially lied about when he got it. He said he got it really early, but he got it later that day, so he didn't have it all day.
Well, he said that he got it in the morning,
11 a.m.
He actually ended up getting it at like 9 p.m. and he said, "Oh, I ended up getting it at night, and so I just worked through the night instead of working through the morning," which is like contradicts what he said.
Right, he was lying. All right, thank you. Good luck. So I was even wrong. I got it the night of the 27th, so I kept banging it out all night on the upload. He was saying so, like like he doesn't remember that part. Like it's just bullshit.
It was in between Call of Duty rounds.
Yeah, like I just don't buy it. I'm not. That's the difference. So when people get mad at me and say I favor Coleman, it's not a question of favor. It's just a question of I trust Coleman. I don't trust. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I get people like Gus. I like Gus, but like I don't want that shit when we're trying to plan stuff and do stuff, and I know he's not trying. Like I don't need it. So for tweeting during suspension, I just extended suspension another week. My guess is like I'll talk to him and probably say, "Hey, look, like this just isn't working out." Like it's just for me, we're at the point where it's just not working out anymore. And Coleman's, by the way, is on like we're like after this we're on like that's like at least strike 1, if not 2 strikes. So he's pretty fucked too. So and I'll also say this, like that to me, I can forgive because that's trying. Yes. That's different. I always say this. That's trying. It's stupid, but it can be corrected. The stuff that Gus is doing, like I tell Gus, he doesn't watch a 2-minute video with Jeff D'Lo. Then the next week he doesn't listen to the whole, and then he's lying after we say stop lying. He's lying that day to us about like this is not stopping.
No.
So at what point am I like at what point am I supposed to say, hey, like either this is just who he is, like let's embrace it, which fine, but that's dangerous and it's gonna fuck something up. It's just gonna annoy me. Or do I just say, hey, it's not working out. Like we tried. You're a good guy. Good luck going forward. If you need help, whatever, you're always welcome to come in and be a get. But like, I don't know what the line is. I just thought my mistake, I think, was like the Coleman is what I thought he was going to be. Like he's boring, but there's something there. He's trying hard. I think a lot of stuff is good. Some stuff we can work through. Gus, I thought was going to be a little bit like Justin, a cousin of Justin in a way, in that he's a moron, well-meaning, and would bust his ass. And he's just kind of a moron who's kind of well-meaning and not busting his ass. Like I can't have that. The thing with me is once, like I've kind of turned on you from that person, it's kind of over. I don't know. I don't quite know what to do here. I hate firing people. I really do. I don't do it. But like I saw that last night, and then I just can't get past him just putting 30-minute clips up there without listening. So after being told, the one thing you gotta do is listen to fucking clips. So it's like
He's not following basic
it's
direction.
just fireable right there. I don't like so I don't know. We shall see. I don't know what else to say. I don't know.
So can Gus save his job? I guess that I'm asking what the audience would ask. Kenny.
Sure. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how, but I'm open to being surprised. Like I'm all for it. Like knock yourself out.
So, all right. So you suspended him for 2 weeks. I just want clarification if I was him. And you said he can still save his job, but he can't use Twitter. He can't even use his own personal Twitter.
No, this is like one of the moments where it's like an adult thing now. Like if he says to me, "Hey, Kirk, I want to come in the studio and make a pitch to save my job," he can do that.
There we go.
He can do that. But like if it's bullshit 40 seconds in and it's half-assed, he's fucking gone. From either show. Did you get the other show as well?
The Stephen Gloucester?
No. The
John from Scranton show.
I don't have many from that. I have all of Menners' solo one and all of the Stephen Gloucester solo one.
So you don't have any of the John Schramm one.
I have nope.
You say you say you don't have many though.
No,
you said you have none.
I misspoke. I'm sorry.
Here we go. See,
I missed. At least
he didn't lie.
This is
Sorry, I did not.
He
That's a
missed-
lie.
That's a
no. He was
misspeak.
covering his no.
I did not cut any audio from John Scranton show.
I speak rather producer. Like I've rather.
Okay.
That's him.
All right.
When you sent me that text,
You just lied right there.
no.
Like, unbelievable. You're
Okay.
fucking unbelievable.
I'll
Mick,
say-
you're fucking unbelievable.
I will tell you I lied, but I did not lie. I misspoke.
Fucking unbelievable.
I did not cut the John Scranton audio.
could you lie
Zero of
today?
it. Zero cut. I didn't. I'm not lying.
I asked you to do it.
No, that was so. You
This
asked
is what I
me.
mean. This is he's. What's the difference?
I literally had a text
What's
drafted
the
back.
fucking difference?
I had a text drafted back to you saying.
Why didn't you send it to me then?
Because I figured you just misspoke. Honestly, I
You
should.
figured I misspoke?
Well, I looked on the thing and Menners had put the tiny CEO thing out there, so I was like, okay, that was what he meant.
You are rattled right now. You're fucking stammering and rambling.
I thought that's what you meant. I'm sorry. I really did. I thought you meant Menners' show.
Did you say get me the John from Scranton stuff? Like,
Just
what does
tell-
the text
I'll,
say?
I'll send you the.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the message right now. We need Menner's reaction, sound, and show on network last night.
The only thing I'll defend is there was 3 shows on the network
Then
last
get them.
night. Okay, get them all.
Then get them.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, that's not.
Okay.
That's not.
Okay. Fair.
Literally, when I sent it, I was like, "Oh, is it? I'm in the fandom or was it the mic?" And I didn't know, so I'm just like, "Get me
Yeah.
the sound on." So,
Yeah, no, I have all of Menners' cut up. I don't have any of this stuff.
but you first said you don't have many, which was your way of covering your ass, and that's a lie.
If I did, I didn't mean to, but yeah.
What do you mean? If you did say that.
Yeah, I just said I didn't mean to, though.
Yeah, but you said if I said that.
I said that and I didn't mean to.
But why'd you say if I said that?
Because I didn't think I did. I didn't think I said that.
This is
You
unbelievable.
definitely said that.
If you're saying so,
Did he say that?
Yeah.
You definitely said that.
you're sure.
Positive.
No, between the two of us, Mick, I'm sure you're
I
telling
feel
me.
like I just
something.
talk fast and you yeah.
No, you talks fast.
I think that's a real thing. I think he
What?
was trying to talk fast and he might
No,
have-
I think he knew he got caught.
Okay.
And he was trying to dig his way out of it by saying, "Oh, I have Stephen Gloucester, which I don't care about."
You still think you think I can fool you? Like, no, I'm not trying to get one
Yeah, but
over.
you
I'm not
just
trying
lied,
to.
though.
No,
You're
I'm an
unbelievable.
idiot. I'm an
You're
idiot. I
killing- You're
misspoke.
killing Gus, and you just did the same thing.
Oh,
You
okay.
did.
Okay.
You did. No.
a little. He did take it back right away. He didn't go all
So
in.
what?
I got
Yeah,
confused on what
yeah.
you meant, but yes, it sounded like a very bad lie. I promise you, I did not cut anything to do from John Scranton. I'm not trying to take any credit from it. None of it. I should have.
What credit?
Like, I should have had that, is what I'm saying.
What do you mean credit?
No, I misspoke on that as well. I should take all of the blame here. I should have had that ready for you.
Why is everybody so like? What do people think I'm going to do them? Shoot them? I never
don't know.
understand this.
Yes, honestly, yes. Yes. That's why I'm looking at Gus and I'm like, what's going on here? You know the show. You know how you react to things.
Well, you
Like,
just did the same thing.
I'm an idiot.
But so is he.
True, but like I can at least tell you when I'm actually making a mistake or something like that.
And you're stammering like a fucking idiot right now.
We were talking Rico there. Do you want to update people on Rico? Because I've had a couple of people ask before I got here today. Yeah. We need to know Rico drama.
What's your question?
My question is, there's no way it was just the Russillo thing. So something happened. This is the working theory that you did the pick 'em with him, helped him get the contract.
Oh, in Chicago?
In Chicago,
Yeah.
okay. The dinner, and he kind of was like with him and Dave, and you were like, I'll go to dinner too if you want. And he kind
of think people care that they go to dinner?
No, not that. It's more of like you then said more famous person in the room.
Well, I think that's the way Rico is.
Okay,
like,
so
I'm not I'm not even really. I'm just like, I had a realization with Rico, and a very good friend of mine said, once you see that side of Rico, you can't unsee it. When you consider somebody to be like a close friend and like a brother, and then you realize you're just somebody they use to get here. Then they use somebody else to get there and somebody else to get there. That's their game. That's fine. I just don't want to be a participant in it anymore. That's all.
So if he calls in, that's a no-go?
No interest.
No interest.
Have you had that conversation with him?
No.
You think he just kind of gets it?
I would imagine he gets it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he gets it.
Yeah.
So how does that affect trivia?
We'll play. I mean, he was on the team, Teams with teams who hate each other have won championships before.
Of course, yeah.
And I don't hate them. And I don't, I'm just like...
You're just indifferent.
Yeah, it's like a year ago where I was like, fuck this guy.
What made you bring him back after the whole cons thing?
Because we talked, and like he was like...
That's what I'm saying. It seems like he's going to you for like advice and career stuff, and contemplating his next move, and then he's just
I thought like, oh, okay, like he values me as this person,
right?
And he doesn't. So I was wrong. That's all. You're wrong at times. I was wrong. So that's no big deal. But that's life. And
was it the Russillo thing that really just rocketed that?
Crystallized a bunch of things that I noticed.
Okay, so some stuff behind the scenes. Okay,
right, and like he was interacting with people there I don't like. So I was just like, fuck it. Like nothing against Rico. I hope he makes $10 billion. And he tried to get Titus fired. That's a fucking fact. I could tell you that
was my next
fact.
question.
So
can you explain that?
Sure. Like Titus got in trouble for not showing up for an ad thing.
The Brandon thing. He did the same thing as Brandon. They didn't go.
Yeah, there's a thing in Chicago.
About 20 minutes away, yep.
And I was still in Chicago at that point. And I saw Titus right when it happened. Like I was literally going through the office and Titus was sitting. I had never met him. And he had this sort of down look. I was like, what's going on? And he said, this happened. And I was like, in my advice to you with Dave, like I have not done something like that. I've done other dumb things. If you're legitimately sorry, say you're sorry and he'll forgive you and you'll be fine. Portnoy texted me like 20 minutes later. I was leaving and he's like, it's amazing. You're the guy that people talk to now. We were kind of laughing. And Rico must have somehow caught wind of it. He called me. I was going to the airport, I think. He's like, it's crazy. He's like, I don't know, he's like, I wonder who ratted Titus out to Dave, or who ratted, who told, somebody must have told somebody who told Dave. He's like, it wasn't me. Like, I'll tell you that, it wasn't me. And I was like, I don't even know if you know, like, how would I think it was you? How the hell would I? I'm like,
yeah.
It was very like, I didn't do it. Like, why would I do it? I'm like, why are you telling me? Like, so I didn't even know he hates Titus, I guess. I had no idea about this. Other people were telling me
he hates
Titus.
anybody new at the company, though.
I think it's like college basketball.
He feels like it's his turf.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know why. He's like, I hope Dave doesn't think it's me. I'm like, he's like, you wouldn't tell Dave it was me. I was like, I wouldn't make that connection. I didn't think it was anybody. I thought like he fucked up and like the company itself, whoever it was, reached out to Dave or whoever and was like, they blew this off.
Oh, so someone actually ratted him out.
That's what I think. I don't know.
That's a weasel move. That's
but she's done stuff like that though. So like, I don't know. But yeah, I believe that happened.
Real.
Like you're a cocky shit who's earned nothing.
No, I actually haven't. That's not true. I've worked for you now for months now? Months before this, a whole month before this, working completely for free, unpaid internship. Let's call it that. What is this now? 2 weeks, Gus, keeping his seat warm? What is this?
Then leave. You offered to do it. You can leave whenever you'd like.
But you act as if you aren't holding a position over my head.
I'm not holding any position over your head.
You say these things like, oh, we don't know if Gus is going to be back. Well, who else are we going to bring? It's just like, do I have a chance to get here or not? Because please tell me to be straight.
Now, no.
Okay.
No. Like,
okay. Then why am I here?
If you were me, I don't know. If you were me, because you offered to do it, dummy. If you were me, would you hire you right now?
No.
The way you're acting? No. Correct. No. So why would I do it? So then why would I do what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's just frustrated. I feel like I'm getting a raw deal here.
Wow.
I'm shook.
I'm rattled. Absolutely rattled. In a lot of ways, I thought the show could go. That was not it. I gotta say.
Mick, are you hungry, angry, lonely, or tired right now?
Andy.
What bit is that? I don't understand.
It's Halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired.
up.
He's having an emotional breakdown.
No,
It's
I'm
gonna-
not
it's-
breaking down or anything. I'm over that. It's
It's
just
a guy who's like, I'll come in for free. I'll do whatever. The truth is, I don't know if Gus is going to be back. My guess is he probably not
there.
going to
It
be.
is. It's like this is exactly what I mean.
There, what is, Mick?
he doesn't know.
I'm not, Mick, I legitimately don't know.
What's going to happen is in about 2 weeks, Gus is going to come in here. It's going to be a great show, and it's going to move forward. And I'm okay with that.
Oh, I can tell. No, I can use definitely seem you'll be fine with that. Well, if you can't joke around, Mick, then I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I'm not sure what you want me to do here. Like, what? You think you deserve a job? I don't,
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I don't think you do right now.
Okay.
Like, you seem really unstable.
No, I'm plenty stable. I'm just
Okay,
very
all right.
I'm
Okay.
just frustrated.
Mike,
I don't
go ahead.
I don't want
Mike,
to
go
keep
ahead.
coming in here.
Then don't do it.
I don't want
You
to keep coming
offered
here
to do it
for
Mick,
no
Mick.
reason though. You can't see the difference there.
No.
I'm keeping Gus's seat warm right now. That's literally all I'm doing.
Yes.
I don't want to do that. I'm good.
Okay, then don't offer to come in. What am I going to say? You offered to come in.
If you come in for the 2 weeks or the week, whatever amount of it you can do, you come in after
We already did the
job.
producer search, Andy. We've done this. We've already done this.
It's not. I don't think it's a hey next in line. It's your job. It's sort
This
of
has only
like,
been on YouTube for
sort of
1
like
minute.
another
Justin's
audition.
texting me.
No fucking way.
No, I have it up here.
Well, yesterday it was set to private. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you got.
Again, I don't work here. I don't have
I
access to any of this. I'm getting shit on. It's ridiculous.
By me? I was about
Hey,
to
you
say.
tweeted out. You sewered me in a tweet yesterday.
It's a joke, Mick. This is the show. You fucking pussy. I mean, honestly, you're being Mick. You are being a pussy. Look, this is what you meant when you tweeted you're out for blood today.
No, I didn't say I was out for blood.
Whatever you tweet, would you tweet? Be ready.
Buckle
Is
up.
this,
No,
is it
buckle up.
Is it
Yeah,
for this?
I'm just not. I can't keep
Strap
coming
in,
here
Mayo.
without anything else on the horizon. I can't.
Okay, then I guess can you do the rest of the show today? Or you're leaving. It's your call. I mean, that's fine. If
Whatever you want.
No. If you feel like it's too much,
Whatever
for
you want.
Well, Justin's producing tomorrow, so like if you feel like you have to leave now,
I don't have to leave. I just don't want to be here unless I don't have a position. Even
unless you don't have a position. Good, you don't have a position. So
Ever.
Mick.
You know what you're doing.
Mick, you want me to tell you something that I don't know is going to happen or not? I don't know what you want. Even if Gus left, I'm not sure you'd be the next guy.
So okay. Then,
So I'm not saying you are. You're not. I'm just telling you.
Okay,
You
that's
want to
fine.
hear.
That's all I get. That's fine. That's good. That's good.
I mean, good about what? Good about what? With what?
I'm good.
What? No, what?
I'm just good. I'm good. I'm good. If that's what it is, if there's absolutely nothing promised on the horizon or even potential, not even promise,
I didn't
potential.
say that. That's exactly what you just said. You didn't want to hear. You just said that you don't want to hear about potential.
You've been holding this over my head now for how long? Like I've applied for this job 3 years ago.
That's your problem, Mick.
I've
not
came
mine.
in here 3 different times. I've done.
Mick,
It's just like,
Mick, whose issue is that?
yeah, it's clearly mine.
Correct.
So I just this is why I'm telling you.
I don't care. I don't mean this to be an asshole. If you leave the studio and float away, I really don't care.
I understand
Like
that.
my life goes on. Like,
I
you're
understand that.
I appreciate all the work you've done.
Yep. Yeah,
all
well,
that
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, Mick, I don't appreciate it. What do you want? Like, let me just say this: your brother is definitely wrong. I'm sure your brother is definitely the one who's wrong about this. Everybody's watching doesn't think you're a fucking lunatic.
Yeah. I think coming here and not expecting anything over and over again, that would be lunacy.
That's what you've been doing.
Yes.
According to you
And
for the
I'm
last
done-
3 years.
I can't keep doing it.
You've been there like 8 times the last 3 years, but okay, great.
Yeah, no, that's-
fantastic.
yeah.
So what? Then don't show up. If it's that big of a deal for you, I mean this as a person to a person. Don't show up.
What do you think the big deal is for me?
I assume you want the job.
Yes.
Okay, and as I've said to you, you didn't get the job. I chose Gus.
Right.
Right now, Gus is suspended for 2 weeks.
Right.
My guess is he's probably not going to be back. But you want to hear me say something I'm not sure I'm sure of yet, so I'm not going to do that either. Like, why would I do that if I don't know if it's true? To appease you?
No.
For a job that you might not even get anyway? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Why would I be here then? To appease you for a job that I'm not
You're
going to get?
here. You are here.
Because I want the job. I want to work for the show. I don't know how else I can say it.
I understand that, Mick, but right now, there isn't a job. Like, right now, currently, on January the 4th at 9:46 a.m., there is no job. I don't know what you want me to do for you. I'm sorry.
You are basically going around saying Gus is done, but then you're saying there's no job.
No, I'm saying I think Gus is probably not going to be back.
You don't know that, though. And neither do I. So, like, what am I supposed to go? So, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit here and say, if Gus doesn't want the job?
Maybe be patient for a week and a half and see what happens, then freak out.
What about the last 3 years? Like, that's what I'm saying.
You didn't get the job? You didn't get the job?
Very
You didn't
frustrating.
get the job. What do you want me to say? If you done any what do you think this says about you? If you looked inward at all and said, what can I do better? What have I done wrong? Okay,
Yes.
and what did you come up with?
As far as like a day-to-day?
Just in general.
I can be more patient and stuff like that. But
Okay. Well, you're doing a great job with that. Bang up job with that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Don't you think he's texting right now? Justin, can you come in? Like,
I already did.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, just to be. I mean, if he was going to leave, if he wants to leave, like I said,
I won't leave the show.
I have no. Like he's here. And I appreciate it. He's here like on his own. So, but if he says, "Hey, I want to leave,"
great.
Well, Mick, you can like. I don't know what you want me to say, buddy. Like I'm trying here to.
We'll just wait till Justin gets here.
Why? I'm happy to talk it out, but I'm saying if you were. When you went to get the water, I thought you were leaving. So I'm going to text somebody else to make sure the show gets up.
Yeah, that's fine.
And maybe you get up on time. Who knows? That'd be nice.
Who knows? Yeah.
But like,
maybe I'll get paid.
Huh? What's that?
Maybe I'll get paid.
You just said you don't want to get paid for today.
I want a job, Kirk. You know what I want. Like you realize all of this.
Is this like the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life?
Yes.
Like, legitimately the craziest thing.
Yeah.
What's crazy is coming in here every time.
It won't make the cut. I mean, but it's a good show moment. Mayo's scribbling away.
I spent a lot. I can't see Mick from here, so I'm watching you and then looking at Mayo's notebook. That's my show right now. You and Mayo's notebook.
The problem is like I get it. Like I understand what he wants, but like I can't. Like I said, if Gus like doesn't come back, if you're me now, would you hire this person?
No. From yesterday's show on social media to today.
I didn't. When he screwed up stuff yesterday, like the phones,
none of that's my fault. I don't. This isn't me.
I don't like hearing that.
I don't care if you like it or not. It doesn't bother me.
Well, I could tell it doesn't bother you.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not bother me if people think it's my fault that your show got up a little bit late. It doesn't bother me because I don't work for you.
Mick, we are all in unison that you are definitely not triggered or bothered right now. Nobody watching, nobody thinks that. So you're trust me, I'm alone on that. Mm-hmm. But like, would you have this person produce the show? Like, how could I trust this person? I went from like literally Mick texted me this morning. It was like, hey, I have stories for today. I was like, okay, like good,
it wasn't
thanks.
a friendly thing. I said, hey, do you want me to cut anything?
Okay,
it's
but
your show. I'm trying to help you out.
It wasn't combative.
I didn't say it was.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Well, Mick texted me. Like, you make it sound like I was like, hey, Kirk, what's up, buddy? No, I said, GA sound.
that is wild.
Jesus Christ. What I'm trying to say is, I didn't anticipate this because this morning you sent me a good, like, professional, like, hey, I got this. I was like, oh, good, thanks. No, that's so. It went from that to this in like an hour and a half later.
No, it's all night. I'm sitting there. I'm like, why? What am I doing? That's the entire night I'm processing. Why am I doing this?
Why did you stay up all night?
Don't do it. For your own health. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Nothing to do with health. It's not that. I just want the job. I want this opportunity. I want to work
But right now there is no job. If you're a little patient, there might.
No, see that doesn't. I can't do that. I can't exist in that little bubble.
But that's the reality of the situation.
Right, that's fine.
I don't you want me to say.
That's fine.
You're at a breaking point, Mick.
Andy.
But why?
I don't know, but he clearly is. He's saying I can't do that anymore.
But can't do what?
He just said you said there's a chance there's a job, and he said I can't live with that anymore.
Keep in mind, this is somebody though. Again, yesterday said once again he would work for free.
Right, and everything we say on this show is serious and literal. Absolutely.
Oh, you're telling me those were jokes?
No, correct. It's the same thing from the producer search. I would work here as if there's an opportunity on the horizon. I don't know how hard then. For a certain amount of time, yes. Like prove yourself type of deal. How many times are we going to talk about this? I've said this to you so many times.
But now you're screaming about how you need a job.
No, I don't need a job. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
So, Mick, do you need the opportunity to be on the horizon and reserved for you alone?
Because that's not going to be how it is. Like if Gus is gone, like I'm going to think about it.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's fine. But I just don't want to be in that little weird bubble where
you're going to be in that weird bubble.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm just saying. Okay, well then you're not. But I'm just saying like you're not. It's not going to be like, hey, a couple of days ago, I'll be honest, it kind of was. I was like, oh, I could put Mick in there.
Yeah, it's every time.
Do you understand what he says that? What does he mean?
No, I don't. What do you mean?
I think you think it's like I'm playing some master psychological game on you.
I don't know. You're acting as if like I have some crazy gripe to want to come in here.
Why would I think that? Man, why would I think that?
Yeah, he's giving you no indication.
He's an idiot that'll come in here and help the show. That's not. Well,
he needs a producer. Has the best chance of getting hired.
That's you. Yes, you're an idiot, but yes, he picked you.
Mick, can you open this for me? I can't fucking.
Mick, can you chew him up too?
Mick, can you crawl in there and open this for me? And then wet yourself, please. Is that too much for on?
That's you. Yes, you're an idiot, but yes, he picked you.
Mick, can you open this for me? I can't fucking.
Mick, can you chew him up too?
Mick, can you crawl in there and open this for me? And then wet yourself, please. Is that too much for on? Too much to ask. You fucking loser. Baby. Oh, pussy. Oh, fucking loser.
Is Justin coming? 'Cause I'm not staying here.
Are you not?
No.
How come?
I'm all set.
So once we make fun of you a little bit, like, then you just crawl.
It's not about making. You're gonna do that, right? Yeah. I'm being
I just did that,
sensitive,
Mick.
right?
That's 20
No,
times
I
you've
just.
done
I'm
that
gonna. I'm gonna say this to you all day. I can scream it till I'm blue in the face. I cannot be here if it is not a actual job offered or a potential job offer, and you cannot give me a straight answer on that. So I'm just not going to be here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do that right now for you, buddy.
All right.
Is Justin on his way? Do we know?
I'm blocked.
Not sure.
Justin, I'm blocked. I don't know.
Mick, understand when you're Mick. Understand if you walk out now, like I'm just telling you, there's no chance you're ever gonna get the job. You understand that? Yeah. Okay. All right, then good luck, man. Hey, good luck with everything. It's like I said, I mean, I legitimately I thought he had a real chance if Gus is gone, which I think is a possibility. Like I don't know why he's blowing.
Well, you
this.
kept saying that. Like
Mick, you're legitimately blowing this. Like you are. If you walk out right now, you're like, it's gonna be gone.
I don't know if he can hear you. What if he takes 5 minutes in one of the side rooms and comes back?
Hey, Mick, jump on the mic for a minute.
Want me to go talk to him?
No. Did he do a thing where he hears us and he's like ignoring us and leaving?
All right.
Hey, Mick, can you hear me or no?
You think Mick's a
Jump on the
talking to
mic.
you.
Jump on the mic for a second.
He's watching on the mic for a second.
What's up?
I'm saying I'm just saying this again. If you
You
want
walk
this,
out, it's over. I know.
no, I know, but you want this job badly, right?
Not anymore.
Now you don't
Not
want
like
the job.
not like this. No.
Like what? Mick, Mick, hold on for a second.
No,
You're
I'm all set.
Mick,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome to leave.
Thank you for
all right.
everything.
All right, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Now get the fuck out of here, man. Legitimately, get out. Get out.
He's walking
Get
out.
the fuck out. Go. Get stepping, dummy.
What happened the last day?
I don't even know.
What the fuck happened?
I don't even know. Are we even on?
It's a great question.
I'll check.
God, I wish I knew what I was doing. All right.
Has Mick ever mentioned owning a gun? Does this door lock? Does anyone in here have a
Come on,
gun?
can you produce?
Is Steve
Come on,
around?
jump in there like the old days. Give us a segment.
Jesus Christ.
See if it's working.
What the fuck, man?
That's really funny. Not good for him. Look at this idiot. Are we even on?
YouTube's on, I think. Is my mic even on now?
Oh,
I can hear you.
I forgot to check.
Your headphones aren't on, Mike. You gotta put your headphones on.
Messages. Mutt, do I look like a snack today?
We good? You don't like a
Can you
snack,
hear me
though.
okay?
You sound great, yeah.
So are we on?
I think you're on. I see the YouTube, yeah.
Let me get through this ad for the beekeeper.
I see the. I see
Mike,
the.
to be clear, you're also not being paid. If you had Mick's ambition for a job, Jesus Christ.
So did you guys see Jersey Jerry hitting these golf balls?
I want to give Mick credit in a way, but like you can't do that. Like you can't leave. Now he's never like I can never like if he came back now, I'd still say all right. Like he got mad, like you said. He's probably watching in his car on his phone, whatever. If he came back in the next 15, 20 minutes, I'd say, okay, like you were mad, you walked it off. You still have a chance. Did something?
Well, the tweet, he was he deleted the tweet, right? He had a big anti-Coleman tweet that he deleted.
Justin texted me, going as fast as I can.
Hurry up, Justin. Mick, if you can hear us, I think you should. You should come back and finish up.
I'm saying this out loud, but yes, Mick, turn around.
Come on, Mick. We love you, buddy. Well, we're.
It's getting a little low. Getting a little low, Mickey. Getting a little low, Mickey boy.
Hey, so
come back with 12 delicious body armors, my friend. He is like prime shoot up the studio. Like I always have my candidates. Like that was when he was walking out of there. About it. Would you have been surprised? You're still looking down the hall now.
I kind of want to close and lock. If you gave me permission, I would close and lock this door.
We gotta get Justin in here.
He can knock and
he means the studio.
Prove it's him, and then
Mayo, he's gonna shoot me.
No, you don't. I mean,
I know he'd probably shoot you actually.
Yeah.
I
think his dad liked me on the radio.
That would get him the job, if I'm being fair.
If he came in and shot me,
I would have to hire him. I think at least I'd buy him stuff in prison. I would do that.
My dying words are, "I'm Trump."
Yes. Yeah. Mayo's just trying to read like 2 more questions in this fucking notebook.
But when are you gonna get a job?
Kirk, do you garden?
Yeah, exactly. Justin, I appreciate it.
Of course.
You okay?
Am I coming in here to... No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. I believe there is still hope for Gus. I am still a Team Gus guy. Gus makes me laugh. He makes the show enjoyable. And I hope that he's able to figure it out. But the next step of him coming in here and proving it to you, he has to really be prepared. If he comes in here and just says, I'm going to book RFK Jr., that was a bad moment for him.
How about Coleman?
The fact that Coleman did not know Blind Mike's schedule is an awful look for fucking Coleman. As the A producer, as the guy who's supposed to know all the scheduling, what's going on, he's here for 40% of your shows a week, right? You do 4 or 5 shows a week sometimes. He's here for at least 2 of them. For him to say, he's back at some point next week, tells me he was not checked in either. There's stuff going on. And he's supposed to be the organized guy because Gus cannot be that guy. And for him to, as you said yesterday, not go back and listen to the old best ofs, awful look on him, sort of just rushing through all this and saying, well, it's not really a big deal. It's a best of. For someone who wants to take the show to the next level, the year of KMS, the year of KMS, that's not a good way to approach it. Not knowing what Blind Mike's schedule is and not going back to listen to old best ofs.
Hey, I feel bad for you, man.
For me? Everything's fine.
Yeah, you're just stuck with a bunch of retarded people.
Yes, that's true, but that's a choice I made. That's a choice I made.
So little Mickey had the ball on the 1-yard line and was ready to get in the scoring.
Like the 8, I'd say. He wasn't at the 1.
Absolutely. But no, he was pretty much there.
Oh yeah,
that's
And I tried calling Mick because I actually feel bad.
I was gonna ask you, have you talked? I assume you would have talked to Mick at this point.
Yes, I didn't want to it was great content. After 40 minutes went by, I was like, all right, let me call him, talk him off the ledge. Be honest, hey, you can still go in there and get that job when it becomes available. That job is essentially yours.
Right.
But his phone being off for an hour, I guess maybe I don't know what the fuck.
His phone's off right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
he blocked everybody.
I guess I don't want him to like I said, keep showing the show. I don't want him to feel bad. I just want him to just be all right and don't worry about it and move on. But Mike is here tomorrow. Who knows? Last question. Will something major happen in this Mick story in the next 21 hours?
Yes.
Yes. Will it be a Beyond Average podcast tonight?
No.
Yes. Mick,
I think yes, too, because I think he's committed to the thing now.
There'll be some sort of Mick message to the masses.
Yeah,
whether it's that or Minifandom.
Don't they know when they do that? Don't they know when they do that?
It's
good, Justin.
I think Mick is going to realize that he screwed up, but I think he's also going to say,
double down.
I need to go. I can't turn around.
Yeah, he's got to double down. I understand that strategy because now it's over, so you might as well go in. Will he become a full-time hater? I don't think that's in his DNA.
I think he's going to go the path of Kirk's not thanking me for giving him content today.
Oh God, yes, thank you, Mick.
And we would have been fine.
But I could be wrong. Hopefully,
he
just gets his head straight.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Best of is irrelevant now. It's 4 stories ago. Who cares? It sucked. They got suspended. And now the Mick fallout, and now the boner salad report, and all these other things people are sending me. I'm getting so much shit sent to me. We'll start the show. My inkling to start the show is I kind of want to fire both of these guys.
Oh my goodness!
And just start from scratch. It's where I'm at right now. It'll probably change over the next.
Why today?
Yeah, just the reports I'm getting, and I don't know. Let's do what people do in times of trouble. Let's call Daver in Hull, who apparently has some news that he's been telling everybody about.
Oh, good.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Kirk?
Hello, Daver. So Daver said to us yesterday he witnessed Justin a confrontation.
Witnessed
between Coleman. If I'm correct, tell me between Coleman and Mick. Is that right, Daver?
Oh. No. I didn't witness a confrontation.
Okay.
There was Nick said a couple of things in studio before you got there that after yesterday's actions just sent my spidey senses.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So basically, Kirk, I don't think he slept for 24 straight hours. I asked him what time he got to the studio or, left. He said he left the Cape at 3 a.m. on Wednesday.
Right.
And I asked him, why so early? Montante could leave New Jersey and get there on time at 3 a.m. And he said he had a stop to make. So that just led me to believe sharing a car, something like that, having to leave so early. That was weird. And then basically the Jersey Jerry sound that was played, he was in communication with Coleman about the show. Coleman was sending him clips, things like that. And then you suspended Gus 10 minutes into the episode.
Right.
So if you look at the Twitter account that night, Mick is normal until like 8 o'clock.
What is this? What news do you have? What is this? This is a giant bomb.
No.
What the fuck are you doing?
Geraldo Rivera opening the safe.
Do you have any news, David? What the fuck are you talking about?
I think Coleman stopped communicating with him after.
So you have nothing. You have nothing, is what you're saying.
All right.
It's all speculation.
There, he sounded like KFC. I finally hear it.
Let me see the note this idiot sent me.
I just said I had a couple of things.
There was an interaction yesterday morning between Mick and Coleman before you came in that I found interesting. What would you, Mike? Am I doing this again?
What's the interaction?
What am I doing? I'm sorry. I know I'm crazy, but am I actually the only person? Does everyone else make sense? And I'm nuts.
What's so interesting, Dave?
Is there a different language? Has there been a different language invented in the last 24 hours that Mick and Dave have started together? That
I apologize. I thought it was interesting that.
What's the interaction, Daver?
The interaction is that he's emailing him, talking to him about the show, and then nothing from Coleman after that. And I think Mick was cutting up clips by himself, and he got super upset that he wasn't getting paid for it.
Well, nice to talk to you.
Can I get my tip money back? Can I talk to the?
Yes, you can. You can. I'll Venmo it.
I'll talk to you later.
I have a couple theories, but first, if I could maybe save Daver's bomb of insight, I might have a little bit.
And we'll get to boner salad at the top of the hour.
Good.
Okay, the boner salad report at 10 o'clock.
Excellent. I don't know if this is news or not. I think Coleman brought the Munchkins. Does that mean anything to anyone?
My God.
I was afraid I didn't know what I had here.
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
I got a text from Coleman this morning. By the way, I didn't tell Boner Salad anything. Walking in here yesterday, if you said to me, what are the odds Mick is going to be the B producer in a month, I would have said 70, 80%. I think I said it in the air yesterday.
Right.
70, 80%.
I think everyone would have guessed that after Wednesday, whatever that was.
Yeah,
Wednesday
so
show?
it's like, what? But I think you're right. I think something happened where, well, go ahead.
So it leads to my ultimate theory because
Yes, go ahead.
I don't understand Mick's. First of all, the reason I come in here for free and don't want money is because I tweeted out a month ago or a few weeks ago, hey, I'm trying to get to 5,000 followers. You retweeted me and I passed it in an hour and a half.
Right.
That to me is more valuable than getting $100 for coming in.
Sure,
for
but
a
you
day
said to
or
me,
whatever.
we would have that conversation happily. So fine by me.
But that's my point. Is that to me has value. Mick didn't understand that has. I don't get Mick's perspective or any people like that where it's coming in here is worth something and producing for a day. Mick didn't seem to get that.
Honestly, the most troubling thing of all was how sensitive he was about the tweet about how long it took the show to go up, which was, that's just a joke.
You did that to Cullinane
3 million
daily.
It's also a joke. I don't care if the show goes up at 4 o'clock. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
So that reaction was bad, and I don't know. I'd love for Mick to come in here and talk it out, but I maybe that's not going to happen. I have no idea. Good luck to him. He'll do very well on his own. Now he's going to become one of these guys who floats away, probably becomes it's just it's too bad because he's been good on the show. We have a good time with Mick. He's crazy, but it's kind of funny to make fun of him. But I think he also thinks I'm not your punching bag anymore.
Right,
It's well, all right, if that's how you want to do it, good luck. I don't know what, he has no chance on his own. So none, it's like you're floating away in 2024.
Right.
You could be great. It doesn't matter. You're just fucking dead. So I don't know. Boner Salad at Chirp Chirp Trash. 134,000 views on the Boner Salad report, Mike.
Wow. Taking off.
The Boner Salad report underlined. Mick expected Gus to be in studio this morning, meaning yesterday, with a pitch to save his job. When Gus didn't show, Mick thought Kirk would fire Gus immediately. So let me pause there. I made it pretty clear that Gus had more than just yesterday to come in.
Yeah. I think you said
several
this
times.
week.
You said
or
next
week.
If he wants to, and Mayo astutely pointed this out. Mick didn't even wait. You said if Gus wants to come in tomorrow, he can.
Right.
And that kind of opened the door for Gus bungling that.
Yes.
And Mick didn't wait to see if that happened.
That's true. After that didn't happen, Mick felt he had no real chance at the producer job. In his mind, Gus would never be fired, and there was no longer any point of being there in studio. but sources do suggest Gus had a very valid reason for being absent today that even Kirk accepted. Why was Mick mad at Coleman? Mick found out Coleman was helping out Gus with a pitch to save Gus's job. Mick originally thought Coleman wanted to get rid of Gus. Did Coleman two-face Mick? Information gathered from multiple reputable sources, Boner Salad says.
There's a lot there, but I'd like to focus on the very first part that I think, again, goes to my theory that someone on Twitter or something, maybe his brother even, got in his ear. The thing where he's like, oh, you're bringing back us. You come on, just admit it.
Right, he said it. Yeah, he kept saying it yesterday.
That's a Steve from Gloucester. Someone kind of theory where Kirk doesn't fire anyone. Right. So someone got in his ear and repeated over and over again. Right. Kirk doesn't fire anybody. He's going to feel bad for Gus. He's going to bring him back. You know that's never going to happen.
Right. Which, I mean, I get. Like, if you give my history, that's definitely true. But, like, the thing about this, that's exactly what I said to Mick yesterday. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely possible.
Right.
Like, I could definitely bring him back. Like, I didn't fire him. He's suspended. Like, what would you like me to do?
But you seem out. And again, that's a thing. 2 Mondays from now, maybe he'll be back. But you do seem like kind of done with Gus. You seem done with both of them. I don't think
Gus is going to produce a show here ever again.
Yeah, right, and that's what I don't get is like mix like enough with the mixed messages.
I don't like Gus has sent me some stuff. He's got some issues going on. That's fine. I have sympathy for that, but I care about that. But it has nothing to do with whether or not I think he can produce the show. I'm not here to you know, if you're going through stuff, that's fine. Go through it, but that's going to help you keep your job here. I think, and I wonder if that's what's going on. But to me, Gus could come in and make a pitch if he wants, but like I think we're playing. I don't want him to produce the show anymore.
Now, and you have gauged that this is not something where it's like, let me just give myself as much time as I can and say, you know, someone's dying.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't really believe him when he says anything.
Right.
So like, but I'm not going to be an asshole about it. Like if he's going through people, like that's fine. I'll stay out of it and whatever. But like, I don't believe anything he says. So to be clear, like the salary is just lower than Coleman, so he won't do it. But if Montante wants that job, and he can start with that salary, and then we figure out some sort of he can do some sales stuff and a nice slice of that, and maybe I'd find a way to bump up that salary a little bit. He can have that job today.
Get in here, Montante.
You know, if he wants it. So, you know, I'm just saying it's out there. So I don't really understand.
The misjudgment I think everyone had with Gus is like the mistake that I made is thinking everyone that listens to every episode of this show or is dedicated and goes to the live shows, they all know the show exactly the same. That's not true.
Right.
Because Justin, me, Dave, we've all gotten dozens of messages over the years of, hey, you know what? You should really have Kirk talk about the Patriots this week.
Right.
And it's like, what? You listen to the show every day and you think that's something that would happen? So, like, I think Gus is like someone that takes in the show every day but doesn't understand it necessarily. Coleman could understand. I believe that that's possible.
Yeah.
The more where every day starts with some Barstool story you're not going to care about or whatever, then I start to question, like, is he hearing people say this over and over again?
Yeah.
But I think Coleman can definitely learn. I mean, Gus has been a fan of the show for 5 years.
Yeah, right? And I think he's just, like I said yesterday, I think he doesn't, I thought he was more ambitious, like, about when he got the job. I was like, oh, this guy's going to do anything. And it's like, oh, I guess he's not. Like, doing a bunch of drugs during the show is not the same. Like, it's just, he's not, I don't know, something's missing. And it's like, I don't think that's going to come back, and I don't trust him. So I don't, you know, like, I don't really want him around.
And
I'll say, like, I saw the message, and believe me, a bunch of Men fans have reached out, and he sent the same message to a bunch of them. So I know he's going through stuff, but like, man, my ass would be here if I were him. I'm just being honest. Like,
I don't know what it is, so I can't.
Well, I mean, no, yeah, right. But I'd be here, like, fighting for my job. But like, that's okay. Like, it's fine. So I told him, he said he couldn't do it. I was like, well, you know, this is your choice. Okay, hang in there. Hope you're okay. And so, but yeah, it's.
Why was he able to be here Tuesday?
I don't know. I don't know.
The thing
happen between? I think so. I forget.
Okay.
But yeah. So I mean, like, I'd be surprised. Like, I mean, you know me. Like, I've kind of made up my mind on that one.
Sure.
So we'll see. I mean, maybe he comes in and has the greatest pitch of all time. By the way, the pitch that he is sent to a bunch of Men fans too.
Oh. Why is he? Why? This is what I'm talking about. Why is he doing it? We keep telling him, don't do it.
Because multiple have sent it to me.
Yeah. Is it good?
I haven't seen it.
No, it's not good. But like,
could we have Justin do it right now?
Isn't that insane? Like,
yeah, that's crazy. Like, that's what I'm talking about. He doesn't learn from this shit.
Right. He just can't help himself. So
the thing I was saying about Gus, it also reminded with Montante and Mick, and it's weird to say this about Mick now because maybe I'm wrong, but you were saying to Cullinane and Justin, you were like, people forget, like, Montante would have fucked this up 6 million. Mick would have fucked this up, whatever.
Definitely.
They would not have fucked it up in the way Gus did.
Definitely not. And Coleman.
I think Coleman, Mick, Montante, John from Scranton, they all have a better idea of, like, me, Cullinane, Justin, and Steve. I
don't think you put. I think you got to put Coleman in the Gus camp on this one because he was the co-author. of this. Yeah, you can't.
Sure, that's true.
You can't. Mike's a soft spot for Coleman.
I do a little bit. I like. Yeah,
and he hates Gus, so it's like
I don't hate.
You
Gus.
don't like Gus.
And then Warthog.
The Warthog is definitely.
The Warthog's in my ear.
Yeah, there's no question. But Coleman's cup was like 6 hours. It was like 4 months.
Yeah, but I think Coleman thought that's what was supposed to be done for some reason. I don't know why.
I just didn't get Coleman saying, like, mine was 7 hours, and then Gus sent me 10 hours, and I was like, whoa, this is too much. So I had to cut an hour out of mine. That didn't make sense to me.
No, to be fair, my issue with Gus, part of his best stuff and what he did during that, but like I blame Coleman more than Gus for best stuff.
Sure.
He's in charge.
Right. But I was saying, I think like me, Steve, Dave, and Justin all may not always know what you wanted us to do, but I think had a pretty good grasp on what we definitely, like, what would give you douche chills, and like tweeting on New Year's, year of KMS.
That's tough.
Gus has a million examples of those.
Yeah.
I think like guys like Montante and John from Scranton have a better grasp on that. Like what they absolutely can't do.
I agree. No, I agree with that. I would have thought Gus would be like that. To your point earlier, I mean, he knows the show better.
And he's very far from it.
Yeah. Why don't you just take the fucking job, Justin?
There is no job. Can I try selling for the show?
Selling what?
Some ads.
Like what?
I don't know.
Sure.
We gotta look out.
Come to me though.
Of course.
Yeah. Ooh, you have any experience in this?
I ran a skincare company for a couple of years.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
I ran a skincare company for a couple of years.
You Kylie Jenner?
What are you talking about? When? How old are you? You 58 years old?
No, I'm 27.
When did you? While you were in college or something?
Yeah, my buddy's dad.
What was the name of the company?
Science Serum. Okay,
this feels shady. Go ahead. How shady was this company?
It's not shady. It was expensive, but
they're right here, science and like okay.
Anti-aging skincare.
What do you mean you ran the company?
Garage dermatologist to back them.
Just like in charge of like getting products out and things.
What was
like
your title?
God, vice president of fulfillment or something. It was just me.
That's pretty good.
It was me and some other guy. It wasn't really a.
So what would you do?
Just make sure all the orders got out. Kind of dealt with some of the ads and.
You Alec Baldwin and like Glengarry Glenn Ross.
I don't know what that is, but.
Get them to sign on the line which is dotted.
Put that Accutane down.
I mean, like, what are we doing?
Second prize, a case of Mountain Dews.
Charge of making sure skincare got sent out. So now you think you can sell for the show?
I mean, it's not difficult to sell.
Oh,
you got to reach out and.
Okay. Well, good. We've done this before. We've done this before famously with Dave Cullinane. Mike is a representative of Mercedes-Benz.
That's big.
Yeah. Well, don't go in like that. That's not a good attitude.
You're damn right it is.
Hello, Mr. Trudell.
Hi, how's it going? I'm reaching out on behalf of the Kirk Minahan Show.
No, we know that. We have a meeting with you. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So you're not cold calling. You're here.
Sir, I don't know why my assistant is so yappy. Please.
My boss is awfully quiet.
What does loyalty mean to you? Because here at the Kirk Minahan Show, it means everything.
Okay. What does that do for me?
Okay.
And the consumers of the Kirk Minahan podcast, some of the most loyal people in the world. When a company backs Kirk, the audience backs that company.
What are some examples?
Milton's, the store for men, is a company that has.
How many locations are there for them?
There's 3.
Where are they?
They are in Burlington, Chestnut Hill, and South Shore Plaza.
That's true. Go ahead, continue.
They have been with the show since the beginning.
Might I ask a question?
Of course.
I don't know how normal this is. My boss might know this better than me. How often, when somebody brings a sales pitch, they have 8 4-year-old girls with them?
Hey.
Out of curiosity.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't leave.
I'll walk out.
You're getting a raise.
Go ahead. Yes.
Well, they're just my nieces or something.
Okay, moving on from that.
Or something. Oh, okay.
When a company shows that they're loyal to Kirk and they're willing to back Kirk and not run away from potential controversy or
You're saying it's controversial?
We here at Mercedes don't deal in controversy, sir.
Well,
doors that way.
Herb Chambers says he's. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Mick was in a state where he's not going to notice this, obviously, but you kind of kept trying to get him to stay, and you were like, "Hey, Mick, come back here a second." Like, there were moments where you could tell you wanted him to stay.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say the whole time I did not mad at him. Like, I felt bad that he was feeling like it was crazy. It was completely irrational. He was totally 1,000% wrong. But I still felt bad for him because it came from a place where he cared. So I was like, well, let's fucking work this out.
Right. I think he wanted to leave, and then when you were like, "You giant pussy,"
yeah,
you giant, and then he was just like, "Nope, fuck this."
That's what I mean. But if you can't handle that stuff, like that was light, and it's like then you're not built for the job. Like you also have to know you're not built for the job. So I don't know. Hopefully he's all right. I mean, I assume he's okay. I don't know. I haven't seen him on any social media or anything.
Well, yeah, I think I said this earlier, but if that wasn't substance abuse, then he's got some.
Yeah, maybe you put the phone down for a while and just relax. I hope. Like, I don't want some crazy video message from him. Like, that's not great.
The one clip that I think you tweeted out this morning was my favorite. I have been on both sides of this argument where you're like, so Mick sent me a text this morning, and he was like, it wasn't a friendly text. You said.
Right. No, I was trying to make the point that we were communicating fine.
Right.
Like an hour. It was an hour before that.
Oh yeah. Hey buddy. That's what I texted. That's what I texted you.
Yeah, I was like, Mick, it's okay. Like, I don't know. I like to talk to somebody in Mick's world to see where Mick's mindset is at 24 hours later.
Yeah. Look at David from Hull back in the line. He seemed to have a lot of insight.
David from Hull told me he was important. He said he was getting to work at 10:30, so we talked to him before then. He not only did he have nothing to add, but he had a specific time he had to add nothing to the show.
Shallow throat.
Throat cancer. He's like, yeah, it was weird. Like Coleman was here, and then then Mick walked in, and then you guys then we did the show, and then you left.
I had a feeling.
Spider-Man, he'll serve you spaghetti, he's Spider-Man. He'll say your name, he'll do a show. He's a diva, he's a fat shithead. Look out, he's Spidey, Spider-Daver.
I liked in the movie when Tobey Maguire was like, something over there seems suspicious. And then just kind of went back to his meal.
That guy over there is reading the newspaper. Whatever.
What do you think he's thinking?
I like that Dave's extreme spidey senses in his restaurant during the day. That guy over there needs a napkin. No, he does. He's got. Trust me, he'll need a napkin in about 30 seconds. Spidey senses.
Do you feel that? I think Mick brought the munchkins.
Dave, why are you wearing 4 jackets in here? It's 80 degrees. It's tingling. It's freezing in here. My senses are. My God, the temperature's changing. My spidey senses. I was like, oh, good. Like, he was here. Clearly something happened, whether it's invented by Mick. Like, in Mick's mind, something happened with him and Coleman. So I'm like, maybe Daver has some unique, it's my fault, this dummy has unique insight on something. And sure enough, he doesn't.
I'm concerned about Mick.
Mick just DM'd me, said, you didn't call me. I'll call him again. Try him.
Call him again.
If it's going to be like...
Mick's so crazy, he might not even know this ever happened.
What do you mean?
Hello?
How was it? Did you have the what I said the other day, the breakfast at McDonald's, the pancakes and sausage?
No, I just finished a couple of lines. That's the rumor, right?
Not
doing a bunch of drugs.
Mick, to be fair, did I say that?
No, I think you're confident. Justin Trudell.
He did say that, and I said I didn't believe
That's
that.
all right.
It didn't seem crazy.
How you doing the day later? You okay?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well,
this is more concerning.
Can we get? Because, like I said during the show, I don't know if did you watch the show yesterday? Walk me through. So you leave yesterday. Walk me through like the next hour. That's what I find interesting.
Let me think. I went straight to the gas station.
Okay.
Grabbed the vitamin water.
Right.
And then just drove home. Turned my phone on Do Not Disturb. I didn't have it on off. Like I saw people calling me that just wasn't ringing.
Right.
And then, I kind of thought about it for probably about an hour when I got home.
Any regrets? Do you think you handled it wrong at all or no?
No. I mean,
really?
Would you? Can I ask you this?
I don't want to give away. I just retweeted you, and people should go listen to your episode. I don't want to be asking you a bunch of questions you're going to answer in your podcast. But go ahead.
Like, would you rather we have had that conversation with you off the air?
Oh,
Like, I feel
absolutely.
like
No, absolutely not. I would rather you have the conversation with me on the air and stay throughout the show and keep having the conversation. Like I said at the start of the show today and yesterday, I think I said too, like, I know you don't want to hear this, but like, Mike knows listening to the show today. Like, I don't think Gus is coming back here. So if you had stuck it out, you were probably going to get that job.
Yeah, and I guess I just feel differently about that.
I can tell.
I feel like I think you saying that to me maybe, you know, it just doesn't mean as much, especially after the producer search and all that. Like, I don't feel like I trust that.
But who do you want to hear it from, Mick? If it's not me, you know what I mean?
I think it's probably more of a me thing. Like, I'm not. You're doing the right thing. You're telling me the truth. I just don't know if I believe it.
But Mick, can I say you haven't been like strung along a long time. It's not like you've paid your dues.
Yeah, you said the 3 years thing yesterday. I don't really understand that. I don't understand that.
It wasn't like I've worked for a KMS for free for so long. I just felt as if out of all the producers, candidates, what's going on? Like, I've been involved now, and I felt like if Gus is going to be fired, like, not that it's my job, but I feel like I had as good of opportunity as anybody.
But you did.
But Mick, you definitely did have as good a job as a chance.
You were filling in for the guy who was about to be fired.
Yeah, I get. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I don't know. I just, yesterday I couldn't do another show without being compensated and not even having.
Well, but I offered you compensation. You said no.
No, not individual days though. I'm talking, as a job security.
Gotcha.
Can I? I don't.
Yeah, I want. No, 1 second, Mike. I want to know what's going on with Coleman. Like, let's cut the bullshit now because, like, you got to tell me. Like, there was a Daver gave us pretty close to the finish line. Gave us a lot of information. But like, what?
All time bad spot from Daver.
Unbelievable. You were better yesterday than Daver was today. What is going on with Coleman? Something clearly happened that led to this BC thing, led to this other thing. Like, what is going on?
No, I don't think Coleman's done nothing maliciously.
Okay.
That being said, I still have a problem with some of the things that he's done.
Like
and
what,
maybe
though?
it's because I think I could have done this job a little bit better. Like just the whole approach of the donuts thing and the thank you thing. I was thinking I'm like the number one producer of a show. And
the what?
If I was the number one producer of a show.
What donuts thing? I'm sorry. What donuts thing?
He didn't say thank you about the donuts? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. This is all kind of what I'm getting back to. It was more of a
December 21st.
I love this guy. He might get the job before this conversation's over. So you're saying because you brought donuts in that day, those big donuts?
Yeah.
Okay. So walk.
So number one producer.
He should say thank you.
You should cater to your guests. You should make sure that things are.
I love this guy. You're the best.
Am I wrong? I feel like, am I wrong?
That's why you were that angry yesterday.
That's why you stormed out yesterday. Was stemming from him not saying thank you.
It's no respect thing. Like I
3 weeks later,
Coleman wasn't here.
I'm setting the show up from McDonald's. Like I don't know. It's an aspect thing. It's a mental thing, and I'm like this kid sitting there doing nothing.
Like, do you think Coleman's sitting next to you now? Take it easy, buddy. I'm just you gotta understand that. I don't know if you believe this or not, but I wish you did. The thing is, I like Mick despite this. Like I'm actually on your side, but I don't think you believe that. Like I think when I say it, you're like, sure, Kirk, sure.
I don't. That's the problem. I don't.
But like, do you feel like that way, Justin, when I'm saying this or no?
I feel like you're very much on his side, but you just can't give him a concrete, this is your job yet.
Mick,
you're being like truthful to him by saying that, because if you say that and it doesn't happen,
Mick,
that looks really bad on you.
Mick, are you willing to put your name back in the ring as a potential candidate for the producer job?
I'm not, no.
If I offer you a job right now, you would say no.
Yeah, no.
You would say no. Unless what?
No, I would say I would absolutely contribute to the show, help you out, anything. I just don't necessarily know if I want to be your producer.
But you would contribute to the show, but you said the exact opposite 3 seconds ago that you want to be compensated.
No, I was saying yesterday. Yesterday, I was on another show about that.
But why wouldn't you? So let's say I'm not saying I'm doing this. But let's say
you were doing yesterday.
Let's say Gus got fired right now, which is what you wanted yesterday, and I said to you, hey, here's the job. I want you to take the job. Why would you say no to that job you wanted so badly?
I guess just like core belief. I don't know. Like I don't.
But what core belief?
Mick, you just said you'd fill in any time. You were filling in yesterday.
But what core belief? Like what belief of what?
Like I after basically getting turned down from the job so many times, I now just am kind of like past it.
So many times. Mick, what are the so many times?
The producer search.
That's the only one.
The what?
The time Justin quit.
Mick, you were that's not getting turned down.
Yeah, I mean that's
applying for a job and not getting it. What is that, Mike?
Justin or Mick, he hired Dave Cullinan. It wasn't a real. When Steve left, he was going to hire Dave if he was available. Dave was part of the show. We didn't know who you were. You haven't gone through this arduous process of trying to get the show.
No, Mick, I'll say maybe I should consider you more for like. Did you apply for like Harrison's job or something? I don't even know.
Yeah, it was that sort of thing.
Maybe we should look at you more for that. I'll give you that. But like,
I'm not even asking you to do that. I'm just saying it's more of a personal gripe.
I know, but you were here yesterday and you're saying you wanted to come in again, but yet if you were offered a job, you wouldn't take it.
I don't think I want to be the producer of that show. That's simple. I just don't.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Why did you on Wednesday though?
I guess again, like
Thursday.
You can think this is like that's how I feel. Like it's just how I feel. I don't know.
I know, but I guess I just don't get the core. But that's fine. Like I said, I don't want you to do something you don't want to do. But
I think it has something to do with being. I felt like I've been turned down for the job so many times that I now feel like I am not like too good for it. Nothing like that. It's more just I'm putting it past.
Who got in your head though? Because somebody got in your head. Forgetting this. That may be your own idea. But I'm saying who, like what something.
Honestly.
Yeah. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Nobody. There was not one person. People think that Boner Salad or whoever is in my ear. Nothing like that. Nope. No. So yeah. No.
Is there anything in the Boner Salad report that you want to say is not true?
Can I look it over real quick?
Sure. Take your time.
Hold on. Hang on. All right. Hold on.
But even the idea that like Mick should have been an intern, I don't remember. And correct me if I'm wrong, Mick. I don't remember you really trying to get in as an intern.
Let the man find the Boner Salad report, Mike. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I did not expect us to be in studio, but it was telling when you said you invited him to be in studio.
Yeah, well, he has some things going on, but yeah, that's fine.
Right.
But I did make it clear, Mick, the day before that it wasn't just come in tomorrow. That's it. Like I did say, he has some time. But go ahead.
And I guess I'm under the impression that he's going to come in and it's going to be good content because that's what the show is.
But that's you. But that's you coming to your own conclusions without it happening yet.
You listen to the show and you think Gus is going to come in with something good?
Well, I think he's saying it's going to be bad, but it'll be good because it's bad.
Sure, but it won't be like save your job good. I don't think.
No, I'm telling you, Mick, like forget, like you don't want the job. That's great. No problem. But like Gus is not going to produce a show anymore. I'm just telling you that. So like.
Yeah, no, I now believe you when you say it.
But now that you believe me,
it's too late.
But you don't want the job.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, look, I respect that. I got no problem with that. Anything else? Good.
The Boner Salad thing.
Yes.
Let me just I don't know what Gus's valid reason is, but that was the only thing in question. If you say it's valid, then fine.
Okay. All right. Any other questions for him, Mike? I mean, you must have Justin, no?
I don't understand what happened between Wednesday and Thursday. No one talked to you and said it's crazy that you're not.
I think what happened was he thought that Gus was not. If Gus didn't come in, I was like, he's gone.
But he keeps saying I want to not get paid and prove myself.
Right.
And then yesterday was all about a job.
Nobody wants to get paid. Who wants to not get paid? Nobody. Like
Mick, you said that repeatedly.
Mick, you kept saying it.
And also, as someone who literally does this, Mick, Mick, I'm telling you, you do a podcast, right? I'm telling you, that's what I do, and I come in here for free and promote it, and I make a living by doing that. Like that has value.
Why are you explaining this like I'm a child? I know this.
Because you're acting like a child, Mick. That's why.
I'm not.
Don't do this to yourself, Mike. Don't do this to yourself.
I know what you're saying. You get. But the benefit is the promotion. I understand that.
Or maybe eventually getting a job even. Mick Cullinan filled in, and 2 years later got a job.
Well, this guy was going to get a job within 2 weeks, I think.
I know. That's what I'm trying to get through to him.
But he doesn't want it, but he's mad that he's not going to get it. So it's like, it's okay. He's crazy. I like him. He's nuts. Whatever. Who cares?
That makes sense, right? That makes sense.
He's crazy, but he knows it, so it's all right. As long as he's okay. You're feeling okay, though?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. And I do just want to say one thing. This might sound stupid, but Justin, I do apologize if you had to leave your grandfather.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Most people have to.
Send him, Mick, send him a little Coke, would you? Send him a bag.
I gotta go to some lines. Take it easy.
All right, goodbye.
Hello?
Nicholas?
Yes.
It's Kirk Minahan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Okay. He's Gus's intern.
Are you an intern for the show, Nicholas?
That's a complicated question, I think.
How old are you, Nicholas?
I'm 19.
Now, are you a student at Boston College?
I am.
Okay. Are you on campus right now?
No, I'm at home right now.
Oh, you're home break. I'm sorry, home break. Yeah, of course. So walk me through. I imagine you're aware of some controversy right now surrounding you.
I am.
Okay. Are you? You seem okay. Well, yeah.
You seem like a guy Coleman would hire.
Are you a man of the theater?
What's that?
Nothing. So walk me through the process. Like, what? How did this happen? How did Coleman lure you in?
Okay.
We were at a bar.
Lure me in is crazy.
Oh my God.
In like August. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's not your fault.
In like August, I became I started working as like the viceroy for Barstool Boston College. You know how like every college has one of those?
Yeah. Barstool has one. Yeah.
So I started working for the Boston College one, and Coleman had that position a few years ago.
Right.
And they had put us in touch with him, and that's how I knew him. And then he got fired from Barstool.
You did, yes.
And then eventually got rehired by you.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, he had texted a couple of us and being like, hey, like, if any of you can like cut clips for us at some point, that'd be really helpful.
Good instinct, yeah, honestly. Sure. Yep.
And then when you guys did a live show for Black Friday,
yep,
that like how long that show was,
yep.
At some point he was like, hey, can you just watch it for like 2-3 hours and cut clips for me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. And then I thought I was kind of done.
You're never out, Nicholas. You're in for life.
He wouldn't let you go. Yeah.
And then I was like, hey man, if you ever need anything from me again, just let me know. And he was like, yeah, you want to do this show today? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Nicholas, are you suggesting he just couldn't quit you?
What do you? So you helped out with the best of, the disastrous best of? Not your fault.
I actually So I really didn't do anything for the best of. I really didn't get asked to do anything for the best of, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you're not really an intern for the show then.
I guess I didn't think I was until everyone kept saying I was.
Right. Yeah. I like this guy. Okay. All right.
But his parents could probably always tell he was an intern for the show.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. It's an honor. All right, well, Nicholas, hang in there. Enjoy your vacation.
Thanks, man.
See you, buddy. I don't know. Any predictions, Justin, for next week? Anything you can see going to happen show-wise?
I think Gus will come in later in the week to pitch. I think Coleman's going to come back, and
Coleman's back Monday.
He's going to be all systems go.
Okay.
I think he's going to be all systems. I think Gus will pitch himself later in the week, and I think it's going to be better than people expect. Like from his pitch is going to be better than a disaster.
Okay, Mike.
I'll defend both of them, by the way, for the pouting thing, maybe because it's my own quality.
Yeah.
But they're in a position where it's like they'd be dumb to be like, "Oh, what, Kirk? We were supposed to do." You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what could they have done in that? So I kind of see that.
That's a tough spot. I'll give you that.
I think Justin's pretty spot on. I think Coleman's going to be fine. I think he'll probably say more or less the right things. He might not have answers for everything that's been brought up.
Right.
I think Gus's pitch is going to be an abortion. It's
I mean,
so bad.
There's just no way it's going to be
that. We'll have fun mocking it. Maybe I hope to be here.
Yeah. I'll be curious when he wants to do it. I mean, should we just do it Monday, Mike?
I wouldn't hate it.
Let's kick the week off, Justin. Does that make sense or no?
Get it over with. Then it doesn't loom over you. You know?
Do you have his number?
Gus?
Yeah,
I do.
All right, tell him Monday's the day.
He's watching.
Well, tell him Monday's the day.
Don't be so sure.
I'm ready for it, I think. Yeah, there's no reason to keep that. You know what I mean? Let's good or bad, let's rip this off.
He's had time to prepare.
He's had plenty of time to prepare. He's had a whole weekend to prepare. That's true. Colleges are away, so he can't go to any frat parties or whatever he does. All right, well, we solved nothing as usual. Mike's back here Monday. Coleman's back Monday. I don't know who else. I'm sure other people.
Maybe Gus.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, we hope Gus, right, to make his pitch.
Yeah.
So Monday.
He responded.
Yeah.
He said, ready for Monday.
Wow. The pitch. 9:30 on Monday, Mike.
All right.
Here we go. It never ends, Justin. The circle just keeps whatever the fuck spinning. You do?
It's the best show in the world.
Yeah. So I'm going to be saying 3 months.
Do you think he just completely throws Coleman under the bus? Or does he do something like that?
Well, apparently Coleman's helping.
They're collaborating.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I will say this. I'm going to take the weekend. I'm going to go in Monday with an open mind. I will do that. I owe him that. So if he comes in with a good pitch, I'll say,
Can you? I guess that would ruin it for Monday. Never mind. I was going to ask for a hint because you've seen the pitch technically.
I've seen like parts of it. Like what's in it.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so the pitch Monday. Gus trying to save his job. Coleman back from suspension. Mike will be here. I'll be here as well. Have a good weekend. We'll see you.